Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to Long Live the Queen on the PlayStation 5. We are back with the series here with Jynx's character. Just kind of remind you her skills. This is what she's currently working with.
A little ADHD.
Kind of all over the place, yeah. You do want to spread it out a little bit. I've actually been playing the game. I played the game over the weekend quite a bit. I've already beaten the game, if you can say that you can beat the game. I did survive to be crowned as queen, and it's much more difficult than I was expecting. It's incredibly challenging. But this game has like a ton of depth. It's really, really fun. Maybe after Jynx dies, so I don't spoil anything, which I think she will die in this episode.
Aww.
That's just my guess, just based on my knowledge of the game now.
Don't you doom and gloom me.
I don't think she'll make it past this episode, depending on how long it is, of course.
Look how determined my character is.
She's incredibly determined. She's very, very angry, guys. But, I've learned quite a bit about the game, how the moods work. I feel pretty confident with the whole, system, how the mechanics work, and much of the story as well. I've discovered quite a bit of the story, and there's a lot to it. And so if Jynx does die in this one, or whenever she dies, we'll go to the front menu. I'll show you guys some of the achievements I've gotten, some of the deaths I've gotten, because I've died a lot. It's something that happens quite frequently in this game. But Jynx has avoided those spoilers. She hasn't been watching me play. So she'll continue making all these decisions, and I won't tell her anything. I won't let her know what's going on or what she should do, so she can continue to play this game blind. Let's go ahead and jump into the week 22. So I think you still need to pick your classes for this week. So remember, your mood is angry.
Of course, angry to the max.
And so you're getting those bonuses to weapons and military. The mood is like incredibly important. You definitely want to play to it. You can get a lot more points if you use the bonuses. And as you guys saw when Jynx was still kind of learning the game in the last couple of episodes, they absolutely do not want to do anything that has a penalty because you just don't get very many points for it. Sometimes you get no points at all. So we don't want to do royal demeanor, expression, animal handling, or medicine. So weapons or military will be best unless there's a specific skill you're looking to improve. I typically like to look at the skills section when I decide what I want to boost.
So I'm going to do military and naval strategy.
Uh-huh.
And then I feel like I need to do some running.
Some running?
No. Of course not.
Jinx the hand.
That's just silly.
Yeah, we don't run.
I'm going to do
we
weapons
lift weights
and swords.
in this house.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to do swords again?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do weapons. It would have been smarter to just have the swords down here, wouldn't it have been? And then we're going to do the military naval strategy. So Jynx is really focusing on a very martial character. Now, we read these, I think in the last series, I believe we read these. We're not going to read them now, except for when they kind of pertain to the story. You guys can pause the video and read them. It just takes too long to read through all these. And really, they're not that important. Some of them are somewhat important, particularly the any ones with intrigue or history. I find those ones are pretty important. So you unlocked a new outfit. I think that's your really cool military outfit.
Ooh.
I think that's like the coolest outfit in the game, honestly. Now, another thing that I discovered while playing is that if we hit the circle button, then we get this little screen that pops up.
Oh, snap.
Super, super helpful. Tells you the character, obviously their name and their title, their age, something we were kind of curious about in the previous episode. Another thing we were trying to, we were having some difficulty, figuring out is the relationships. So it shows you, all their family, who they're married or betrothed to.
Where they're from.
It also will tell you anything you know about the character that you've learned in the story or like from doing intrigue training or something like that. So that will all be posted below that as well.
That's interesting.
Very, very helpful. Good to know. Something we want to keep in mind. So I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elith, has passed away.
This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications.
With the control of Elith in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair, yeah, we'll go with Adair, will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Eris, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden, which that's one of the rules in this kingdom, is that you can only hold 1 duchy. Of course, that doesn't really go with our history. That's how they do it in this one, though.
Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though.
The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adair are both young, not too far apart in age, and he requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. So those are your choices, Jynx.
Goodness.
So you can leave him with his grandmother, Eris, and, all the political implications that has. You can send him to his grandfather, you can marry him, or you can send him to your uncle.
I'm gonna send him to my uncle.
Okay.
I don't know him, but... What about your brother Armand? He would be a safe pair of hands to watch over Adair.
As you wish.
You didn't have anything to say about that,
Nothing.
Dad?
Well, if you want my personal opinion, now that we've already gone through it and you can't take it back, that does impact her opinion. The Duchess's opinion. The Duchess of Lila.
That doesn't matter. Everyone hates me.
And so if you give her to your uncle, I believe she dislikes that.
Of course
Because
she
you're
does.
giving them to your own family.
Yeah, that seems pretty selfish.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So that was
like
actually,
that.
I think, the worst option to go
Of course
for
it was.
if you want to keep her happy.
I don't even know this bitch.
So remember, we can take a look at your mood here, so we can see. I don't know if we saw that in the last episode, but I've discovered it since by hitting circle. I think it's because it's circle. I think that's why it messed me up so much. Circle for me means go back,
Yeah, go
cancel.
back.
Yeah, but all the buttons here are circle. But yeah, you can hit circle and find out the mood, so you kind of know what you might want to adjust. So you're very angry, Jynx.
I like being angry. It's how I feel.
I mean, if you want to continue going down the military and weapons branch, then yeah, it'd be best to stay angry. So what are you wanting to do, Jynx?
I guess I could go to church and be a little less
Less angry? All right, that'll still result in you being angry for the week.
I do want some critters, so maybe I'll work on the military and the weapons as I work on my anger issues.
I want to say maybe depression is how you boost the animals.
Yeah.
I think it's depression.
Yeah, that one seems to give you a bonus.
Yeah, that's what you want to work on. So yeah, you're going to attend services.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything that would help you a bit more, because going 1 plus afraid would also give you that. So like if you want to like boost towards depressed, you could visit the tomb and still reduce your anger.
Yeah, I guess
Or go
we
towards
could
lonely if you want to get rid of some of that pressured.
Go see my mom.
All right, so you want to visit the tomb?
Yeah.
All right. So Jynx is still very angry.
Oh, my new outfit.
She has the new outfit, which again is kind of the coolest one in the game.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You wear a sword. It just looks awesome. So I really like that outfit.
Yeah, me too.
So what do you want to boost next? Weapons, military is still what you got the bonuses to.
I'm going to stick with military and then strategy and then weapons and archery.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going for stuff that you don't get bonuses for, I find. But definitely don't want to go for anything that you have penalties. So we'll get these boosted. And Jynx is now at 50 for archery.
Learning about bows and stuff.
And doing pretty good with the strategy, 70. So there's a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage.
Which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Musicians are often used as secret agents and messengers. They can be useful and dangerous.
And that's what this musician essentially is. You discovered that because you had the intrigue skill. And yeah, she's basically a spy for you.
For me or against me?
I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say anything.
She sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good.
But because you failed at instrument and voice, who actually knows if you know what is actually good?
Who knows? I don't.
Jinx doesn't know what's good. So you can accept her as court musician, or you can reject her.
I'm gonna reject her. Hacha.
Alright, so Jinx is going with the reject.
We don't need any music up in here. Thank you, but we are not interested.
Alright, so are you still trying to move away from anger?
I mean, I guess so.
Well, one thing to consider is that if you continue moving down, you have another week. If you go down from anger, you'll still be angry. But after that, you'll be pressured. Which pressured is not that good, honestly, in my opinion.
And I like being lonely.
So you could go explore the castle and then tick down both of those at the same time.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. So we're moving down towards lonely and afraid, but we'll still have at least one more week here.
Still so angry.
Actually, it'll be about 2 more weeks, probably. Because Jinx was so far on the anger. Unless you wanted to start ticking towards something else, rather than just moving anger down. I suppose we could do that. So you still got the bonuses for weapons and military. What do you want to tick up?
Do logistics and pole arms.
Okay. So Jinx is going to be quite skilled in these areas.
We'll see what good it does me.
Alright, so again, you guys read these. Pole arms is at 60. Logistics also at 60. And you receive a letter from young Lord Adair. So far, he's enjoying himself with your Uncle Armand in Mazomba. He says the trees look different, and there are a lot more frogs. He looks forward to visiting the lookout for at Shepherd's Point. You also receive an update from your agents. It would seem that the Duchess of Lila is not pleased with your actions, and is putting out feelers among the other nobles for support. Okay, so I didn't realize you had done that yet, where you had chosen what you wanted your agents to focus on. Whether you wanted them to focus on, like, I think it was foreign affairs.
Oh, yeah, definitely sent them to watch the nobles.
The noble uprisings, commoner uprisings, and there's one more, assassins. So Jinx chose to focus on the nobles. And so now you'll get information about everything they're doing. So if she means to rebel against you, that is treason. Unfortunately, she's a long way away in her own power base. Calling her to order may not be easy.
Still, the longer you wait, the more dangerous she may become.
So what are you wanting to do here, Jinx?
I'm going to send assassins. Wait, no.
So you can send assassins to kill her, you can send soldiers to arrest her, or you can wait for more information.
I'll wait.
So one thing,
my intrigue isn't high enough for the assassins.
One thing that makes me want you to send assassins is because I didn't get this achievement even though I did it. Like, I assassinated several people, and yet I didn't actually get the achievement for whatever reason. I didn't get the trophy, and I didn't get the completion.
Really?
So, you know, if you wanted to assassinate her or try to.
I do want to, but I'm worried I'll fail.
You know, you just do what you want here, Jinx. Whatever you think is best. What would you do as queen?
I would send assassins.
So what are we doing here?
We're sending assassins.
Sending assassins?
Goodness.
All right, let's make this happen, Jinx. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I didn't get it. The first time that I reached the coronation, I also didn't get the trophy. It wasn't until the second time that I reached the coronation that I actually got the trophy. I don't know why sometimes the game doesn't, like, acknowledge you completing these tasks.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah.
You give orders for assassins to arrange for a quiet and natural-looking demise. She is not a young woman, and she's just lost her husband. It shouldn't be suspicious.
All right, so we'll have to wait till next week or maybe the week after to see if that's successful.
I'm gonna go explore.
So you're gonna do more exploring?
Yeah.
That will still result in you being angry if
That's
you're wanting
fine.
a different emotion. Okay. All right, so we'll tick
Just wandering
those.
around thinking about myself, sending assassins.
All right, so you still got those bonuses to weapons and military.
I'll do naval strategy and some more archery.
All right. Oh, oops, my bad. Naval strategy. There we go. So just about one more week of training, and then you'll be up to 100 on the archery, which is the maximum amount you can get.
Do you get anything for that?
Yeah. Basically, do you see the numbers on here?
Mm-hmm.
So it says 50 and 60. So essentially every 10 points, you're unlocking something new. Like you're learning something new.
Oh, I see.
And so whenever there's a skill check, it's always going to be like a 10-point increment. And so when you get to 100, you get something, you unlock, something new.
Okay.
You learn something new. And many times the 100 is pretty good. Not always.
Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. A falling star, pretty. You receive word that the Duchess of Lila has passed away quietly in her sleep. At least that's what everyone thinks. She left her title not to the Earl of Leo, but to Kieran, one of her younger sons. He's 19 and rather handsome, as you recall. Everything has turned out for the best.
All right, so that worked out well. Are we calling her the Duchess? Are we calling that Lila?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think I said Lila. Yeah, you were able to assassinate her. I don't know if there was an espionage check at all for that.
It didn't seem like it.
I don't think so. I think you were just able to complete it. But yeah, you assassinate her. She is no longer a problem. And now her, what was it, her son or grandson took possession?
Yeah, her younger son.
Yeah. Maybe a possible marriage candidate? Or did you already...
handsome.
Have you
I haven't
betrothed
agreed
anybody?
to anyone.
Okay. All right, so what are you wanting to boost next? Your anger and cheerful are actually tied. So if you brought the anger down, you'd be cheerful next week. Which that boosts, like,
boo.
conversation. Yeah, I don't remember what all it boosts.
What are some depressing actions? Oh, going to a ball.
A lot of things
Ew.
are actually depressing. Attending court, that'll also boost yielding down quite a bit. That's depressing. Attending the ball is depressing. There's just a couple other things as well. I think it's down over here on this side. Also, these can change based on your mood. Visiting a tomb is depressing.
Yeah, I'll just go to the tomb.
So, like, for instance, visiting dungeons, sometimes your character gets super cheerful. If they're angry character, I think they get, like, cheerful points for visiting the dungeon. So you wanted to visit the tomb?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to my mom.
Okay.
Like, I killed the lady, but not too loud because the servants will hear.
So that'll result in another week of anger. So I guess you can, like, finish up whatever you want to do here before you switch over to the next mood.
I'll do some more logistics and swords.
Swords.
More swords.
All right, so we've gotten our swords. Is it up to 100? Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, because if you ever have like a something that requires the swords to be at 100, then you'd fail.
Dang.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. You can look at it and ensure. We'll talk about that next week. Actually, I'll show you how it works. Logistics at 87. So I have unpleasant news to report. Talaris, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs and trade restrictions at the Elith border. Which, do you recall who he was?
No.
It's been a while since we recorded. He's the dude with the purple hair who gave you the necklace.
Oh.
And then you put it on because you didn't know you shouldn't wear it, or that you're committing yourself to him. And then he came and visited you, and you said...
and I insulted him.
Yeah.
By saying, ew.
Yeah, you're too old. And so he's unhappy with you now. And thus, he is now starting kind of a trade war against you.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
So business is now disrupted, and there are growing shortages of supplies. So if you had higher economics, there would be some cool things you could do here.
But I'm not smart.
Where you can kind of take advantage of the situation.
Send emergency aid.
All right, so we're going to send emergency aid, so it's going to cost you money.
Oh, well, I don't even know how much I have.
Then the royal treasury will pay to keep the people fed. I wasn't supposed to read that, but very well. I'm Jinx's princess now. All right, so we're trying to get that anger down. But if you did get the anger down, you'd be cheerful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get depressed.
Is there any that do
just want to be sad.
afraid and depressed? Visit tombs, I guess.
Yeah.
Ticks them both down.
I'll just go again.
That'll result in you being pressured, though.
Oh, fake.
Yeah, I feel like...
I'll do it
How about
anyway.
is there afraid and lonely? You could do that and then be cheerful instead.
Ew.
Would you rather be cheerful or pressured?
I guess cheerful.
All right, so we'll explore the castle then. Which, by the way, visiting the treasury, if you have the skill, which you don't really need much in accounting, I think it's just 10. That's how you find out how much money you have. And then touring the barracks is how you find out how many troops you have. We might have seen this in the second
I
episode.
toured the barracks before.
Yeah.
The treasury, I have no business being there. And I blew up the
Oh,
place.
didn't you blow it up?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a
And
treasury
people
is
died.
left. So we're doing...
Explore the castle.
I thought we were doing the...
No.
Oh, yeah, that's
Explore
right.
the
Yep,
castle.
you're right. All right.
Spider webs.
Now look at you. Look
I'm
at how
so
happy you are,
happy.
Jinx. All right, so now you've boosted conversation and athletics, which...
All right.
you know.
I should work on that. I'll do
Well, remember, you don't have to get points in everything. It's often better to kind of be more focused on, I don't know, 5 or 6 skills. Maybe have a couple like side skills, but you don't want to spread it out too much. Because what I've found is very rarely is having like 10, 15, 20 points in something useful. Every once in a while. Like the accounting, for instance. Having 10 points in that can be really useful, but for the most part, you don't want to spread it out too much. Unless that's something you want to work on, Jinx. You have been working on conversation.
Yeah, I do need to work on that.
So you could boost that up some.
Yeah, I'll do the public speaking. Or no, I'll do...
No, you don't. Yeah, we should do court manners, perhaps, or the other one, flattery.
Yeah, I guess I'll do court manners.
And are you want to do conversation down here too?
No,
No.
I was going to do agility and dancing.
Agility and dancing. Jinx wants to get better at dancing.
And I'm happy. Why wouldn't I dance?
All right, so our court manners has improved, which that's one area that Jinx has struggled in, and dance is up to 68.
Such a good dancer. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Brienne? Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends.
I love how your maid's like accent feels very sophisticated.
Oh, does it?
It sounded sophisticated to me.
You just sound full of like hate and despise for this rotten child.
Is that how Alice feels?
Yes.
We can always go back to, that's something I learned as well with the L1. So you can take a look at Alice. She's single, 18. Her family owns a bakery in
She's
town.
only 18?
And she has 2 brothers.
I have aged this woman.
You thought she was a lot older?
Yeah, I thought she was like 32.
It's the glasses.
I think so.
But yeah, let's move through here.
She says she's bored and lonely and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwinnell's birthday party. That's right, Gwinnell is about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwinnell and I were friends at school and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. Or it's anthrax.
Yes, must be anthrax. All right, so you can go to the party, or you can send your regrets and not
I'm
attend
gonna
it.
send my regrets. I'm not
Okay.
big on parties.
So Jinx is not going to go to Gwenell's
I'm sorry,
party.
I'm just gonna offend everyone. I'd better stay here.
And so, yeah, she'll likely offend them, although, well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Although I'll be alive, because I didn't open the anthrax.
You did open the letter, Jinx. That's how you knew the birthday party was happening. So you're cheerful. If you take that down, you'd be neutral, where you have everything, you know, in the middle.
I have found inner peace and balance.
And that results in no bonuses and no penalties, so you can do whatever you
Nice.
want. So what do you want to do here, Jinx?
What does the sneak out do? I'm
That's
feeling rebellious.
That's willful and lonely.
Let's do that.
Okay. I mean, is there any certain skills you're trying to get?
No.
No? Just doing what you want?
I'm just doing whatever I feel like.
All right, we'll see how that works for you.
Sneak out to have fun. My father knows I'm a brat.
So that's the willful look. And this is going to boost intrigue, military, and lumen.
Alright, I'll do lumen, sense magic,
Mm-hmm. And
and let's see.
you got that intrigue you can always boost. Though you'd have to do ciphering.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll do reflexes.
Okay. So we're going to do... Is that in agility?
Yeah.
Reflexes. All right, excellent. So that's your first
I'm gonna use
sense
the
magic points.
force. All my friends are at Gwinnell's party and I don't get to go.
So now you're all lonely.
I sent Gwinnell a letter saying that I couldn't come, but it was her mother, the Countess, who replied. I think she's insulted that I didn't consider the event important enough to attend.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just making all kinds of friends.
Well, you did deal with the most powerful noble in the realm already, so at least she won't be an issue for you.
Oh, she was the most powerful?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one you killed?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, she's easily...
Who else can I kill?
She's easily the most powerful of the nobles. So, again, you're still willful. I don't know if that's what you're wanting to stay at, or if you want to move somewhere else.
I'll go walk in the gardens.
Alright, so this will boost your lonely, and that should result... Well, boost cheerful as well, but yeah, that'll result in you being lonely next week, if that's what you want.
Sure.
Okay, so lonely gives the conversation bonus as well as medicine.
I'll do some more conversation, work on some flattery,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll work on agility and flexibility.
Okay. Alright, so flexibility is almost at 50. Flattery is at 18.
I'll make eye contact when you say something nice.
So if you boost that one more time, I think you'll get the uniform for that.
The new Duke of Lila has sent you a gift. What's this? It's a cushion, finely embroidered with the design of a running horse. It's well done and clearly required hours and hours of needlework, but it's also fairly useless. Or is it? You did, after all, have his mother killed. Does he know? Is this cushion meant to send some sort of message, or is it somehow trapped? Is it a poison pillow? You place it across the room from you, far away from your bed, so you can keep an eye on it. Tomorrow you'll have it quietly destroyed, but for tonight you won't be sleeping well. Why did I keep it in my room?
Yeah.
There's probably a snake in there.
So you got a pillow as a gift. And we are currently lonely. I don't know if you're wanting to stay that.
No.
Jinx is just moving from mood to mood.
That's how I roll.
In real life, too, guys. Super quick like that. It don't take a whole weekend. It's hours. All right, so what do you want to do next, Jinx? What mood are you wanting to move to?
I guess I need to feel a little more pressured.
Okay, so you want to... I think...
Pressured and depressed.
Tour barracks will decrease willful and increase pressured. And then I think the only other way to get pressured is attend court.
I'll tour the barracks. I need to see my soldiers.
All right, so we'll see how many soldiers Jinx has left.
I'm so impressed.
You got 9 battalions, 1 company, and 1 platoon. I'm not sure how much each battalion is in this game. It seems almost like it's 1,100 maybe, somewhere around there.
I'm so happy.
So yeah, you are ecstatic.
I'm going to work on animals. I'm just going to do falcons.
Well, that would result in you hitting
true.
the 50.
Fine, I'll do horses and dogs.
All right, so Jinx just wants to do...
I just want to hang out with some
Wait
animals.
a minute, so you could have hit falcons once.
Nah, horses and dogs.
She went from falcons to horses and dogs and no falcons. See what I'm working with here, guys? So another thing you want to consider is which one you do first, because when you boost one of them, then it'll kind of slightly boost the other one.
I'd rather have more dogs.
It's not gonna be by much, but sometimes that can be important. So if you're about to hit the cap, then you can have the first time get you above the cap, so that the next one you could boost or whatever, if y'all know what I mean. So you visit the kennels and you learn about the different breeds of dogs.
Nice.
And then you've got
go pet some ponies.
Some skill in horses now.
The Duchess of Mead is here to see you, my lady. Hello, Elodie. I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you seen Briony? No, not since I left school. She shakes her head. She's gone missing. She's not at school where she should be. I know she was unhappy, but I never expected. She wrote me a letter saying that she was bored and looking for adventure, but that's all I know. Oh dear. I hope she hasn't done anything too foolish, my poor little lamb. I have to go look for her.
Since Jinx is past this part, we're not too worried about spoiling anything here. We won't go into too much detail for those of you who are looking to play the game. But essentially, this is all tied to that birthday party that Jinx decided not to go to. So if she had gone to it, she would have died. I was looking at her skills. I'm pretty sure she would not have made it through the events that happen before that, before she actually gets to the birthday party. Yeah, I don't think you would have made it. I think you would have died then. That's what I was expecting.
But I'm a skilled swordswoman.
I don't think there's a skill check for swords on that one.
Well, that's just
there's an archery skill check instead.
I'm pretty good.
I don't know. Maybe. I'd have to look at your skills, what you had at that point. You might have gotten through it. And you don't just need archery. There's a couple skill checks that can help save you in that part. Like battlefield medicine is really important.
Oh, yeah, I'm not good at that.
But if you could have done it with the archery, you would have been fine. But I don't think you would have made through it, maybe. But if you had, then you would have met this little girl and you could have changed her fate. But you didn't, and now this is going to affect your game because of it. So every choice you make has like all kinds of effects. It's pretty interesting the way they did it. So you're cheerful right now, Jynx. I don't know if you want to
be depressed.
Jynx wants to be depressed.
So I can bonus my animals.
So I'm not sure if there's any way to get a 2+ depressed. I don't think so.
Is the tomb depressed?
Yeah, that's a depressed. It's also afraid though. And so you'll be afraid rather than depressed.
I am afraid. Everyone wants to kill me.
It also has a lot of penalties in any kind of like battle though. Like any kind of fight or battle. Afraid gives you automatic penalties
don't worry, I'll get
the game doesn't even tell you about. So what are you looking to do?
I guess I'm gonna explore the castle.
Alright, so we're exploring the castle again, guys. Alright, so you're terribly lonely.
I'm so sad.
So conversation and medicine are boosted.
I'm gonna do...
Yeah, I guess that did get you way down on the lonely.
Yeah.
I think you might have done the wrong one there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're lonely. So we can boost conversation and medicine with a bonus.
I'm just gonna do horses and dogs again.
Alright, so that's what Jynx wants to do. Horses and dogs. So that'll get us up to 28 there and 28 there. And that gets you the new outfit, Jynx.
Oh.
Didn't we get a new outfit before? We didn't look at it? We'll have to take a look at the outfits.
A freak gust of wind blew out all the candles in the room. How strange. There must be an open window somewhere.
So yeah, you don't understand the signs.
There's a freaking ghost.
Yep.
I
Ghost
know.
Jynx.
It's my mom. She's so proud of me.
All the things you've accomplished. How far you've made it.
Yeah.
You've made it so far, Jynx. Alright, so you're lonely. If you're wanting to get rid of that,
I think I'm gonna go to court.
you know, attend court. That'll get you depressed. So it kind of achieves your goals there, but it does move you closer to the yielding. Yielding's pretty good though.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yielding gets you history, bonuses for history.
It makes my dad happy, I guess.
And royal demeanor, and something else. Can't remember what the other one is. So let's take a look at your new outfit.
Got
Animal
a hunt
handling,
coat.
a hunt coat.
Oh, boo.
You're gonna go back to the
Yeah.
military? Alright, you don't have a hat though. That's the only negative with this one. I felt like she
need a
should
hat.
have a hat. She needs a hat, Jynx.
I need a crown.
Yeah, need that too. Alright, so you're now afraid, and this boosts agility and faith. So afraid is not really useful for the most part, unless you're really going down like a faith build.
I'm gonna dance and meditate.
Okay. Have you done any of the faith stuff?
Yeah. I did a little bit of divination and lore.
Not enough, apparently.
No.
So Jynx really wants that dance up. Alright, so this is the first time she's done meditation.
Never meditated
She doesn't
before.
meditate. And your dance is now 94. Almost 95. So probably won't be investing that any further.
Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful.
You could hold a tournament.
What a good idea. Knights, jousting, musicians, all sort of competitions. Everyone loves a contest.
What will you offer as prizes to the winners?
I
You
don't
do
have
status
any
and
money.
praise, employment, or gold.
I'm just gonna status and praise.
Okay.
Being declared to be the best in front of the entire domain should be prize enough for anyone.
Very well, I will draft the announcements. So you leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eyes fall upon a vase of flowers. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one blossom have shriveled.
Someone on hall duty is being lazy. Those flowers should be replaced.
You continue up the stairs to your room where a maid is waiting for you.
My lady, a gift has arrived from Kegel. From the Duke? No, my lady, a merchant house, I believe it. It was sent with a shipment down the Kavala River.
You tear open the brightly colored paper, which that's not how Jynx opens presents. She opens them very carefully, trying not to rip the wrapping paper at all. It's kind of strange.
I don't know, it feels rude.
That's how she does it, though.
And, you know, I'm the sort who keeps, like, bags to reuse.
So she tears it open and she finds...
chocolates!
There's a little card with the box. With our compliments, the House of Clement.
I don't know you.
So you pop one of the chocolates into your mouth.
And I fucking die, don't I? Delicious.
And suddenly you feel very cold.
The world seems darker. Colors less bright.
You worry that perhaps you shouldn't have eaten so much candy and try to ignore the feeling of illness.
I just keep eating them.
Unfortunately, it was more than just an upset tummy. By the time you realize you have been poisoned, it is too late.
Oh, what a dummy.
And so Jynx dies from poison. So she did die this episode.
Were the chocolates at least tasty?
I would assume so, because you ate more than one.
They're
so
delicious.
I
It
mean,
wasn't my fault.
couldn't help yourself. So this is what got Jynx. This is what gets a lot of players apparently. But you know, there's so many ways you can actually avoid dying here. You see all those checks that happened? Yeah, there's like, if you have since Jynx has died, we can reveal a little bit of spoilers here. If you got a dog, so you have to have a pet puppy, and you got to get high enough in the dogs to do that. So Jynx wasn't there yet.
You get a puppy?
Yeah, you'll get a pet puppy, and the puppy will alert you to the chocolate being
Does
something
the
being
puppy
off.
eat the chocolate?
No, he just alerts you. He starts barking and stuff, and you're like, oh, something's wrong here. Divination will give you the warnings. You know, when you had all those warnings, kind of tells you something's wrong here.
You feel it in your jellies.
Yeah, so divination will warn you. Court manners will warn you as well, because you'll notice that the letter seemed off. If you have like the trade skill high enough, then that'll warn you that this doesn't make any sense. So that'll warn you. There's a couple more. There's like so many skills that warn you on this occasion here.
I didn't have any of them.
Composure you'll be like, oh, I really don't need this chocolate.
Yourself. Good grief.
And so all of those will give you the option to not eat them. Now you can still eat them though if you choose to. And then you also have the poison skill. If you have the poison skill high enough, then you can still get poisoned and then save yourself because you know how to treat it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of ways to avoid dying here from the chocolate, as you saw all those checks there. But Jynx did not.
Well, my little spirit looks happy.
It does. Ecstatic.
Like, woo! I'm rid of this cruel world.
All right, so now we got the this is basically the generic, epilogue event here, that you did not survive to reach your coronation, and Nova would have to go on without you. But it doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and your star may rise again. All right, so we'll head to the title screen here. So before we ended the episode, I wanted to show you guys the checklist that shows you like the achievements you can get, the types of things that can happen, the different types of deaths you can get. So obviously this checklist does contain some spoilers in a sense, because it kind of tells you how you can die. It tells you different things that happen in the story, but I looked through them all and I still was able to play the game and was still surprised by many of the things that happened. But if you don't want any spoilers, then now would be the time to end the video, because we're about to take a look at this and some of the things we've achieved so far. So these are the deaths. There's 11 of them total, 11 different ways you can die. As you can see, I've completed over half. Taken an arrow to the gut, drowned at sea, cracked your skull, been blasted by magic, blown yourself up, and then of course Jynx was just poisoned, and then there's gotten too close to a sword. Somebody stabbed you basically. Here's the different endings. They don't actually tell you anything about what they said when you got them. They just give you the picture.
Oh.
But you can kind of see the picture and get an idea what they mean, kind of.
I have no idea what any of this means.
Yeah, these are the ones I've achieved so far for the different endings that you can get. Because you'll get multiple ones each time you end it, because I've actually only beat the game twice. And so I got all these in those 2 times. And then, of course, there's the one where you died. And then the challenges. And these are the ones that are the most likely to spoil things for you. But, I mean, they're kind of generic. You know, challenge someone to a duel. They don't really tell you exactly what happened. But they kind of have some spoilers.
Well, I would have liked to do that.
Yeah, these are all the things I've completed. Honestly, probably about half of the things I still need to complete. I'm not sure, you'd have to count it all up. But yeah, some of these I'm not even sure after having played this game a bunch. I don't know how you would get them.
Order a human sacrifice.
Yeah, like some of these I'm not entirely sure
Find out who killed
how
my
you
mom.
do them. Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff here that I haven't even done yet, even after I haven't played quite a bit. For quite a bit for a game like this, a small game that's, you know, only $10. So yeah, what we'll probably do here, guys, I'm a little bit hesitant to do this. I'm worried that the series will get too long, and we're only looking to do a shorter series, about 5 videos or so. We're only at 3 right now, but I'm thinking I guess we'll do another playthrough on the next episode, and then I'll make all the decisions, and I'll design the character. And we'll see if we can get to the end. It can be kind of hard to do, especially if you're going down a certain direction. I'm not sure what our queen is going to be just yet, what skills she's going to focus on. So I'll let hear your guys' input in the comments. Let me know what type of queen you would like to see, or what type of princess you'd like to see. Because honestly, there's not really a wrong way to go, per se. There are some skills that aren't that useful, I noticed. There certainly are skills that are far more useful than others. Like some skills that you use all the time, while there's other skills that might get used only a couple times in the story, or just not very often. And so they're just not good to invest in. But really, I've gotten pretty far with all different designs on the characters, because there's so many different ways to get through each challenge. Now the problem, of course, is you kind of have to know what the challenges are, and kind of pre-plan for each one of those and how to get through them, because it's not just your skills, it's also the choices that you make that will determine whether you can get through something or not, or what you'll need to do to get through that. So there's not really a wrong answer per se on the skill design, kind of, when it comes to, you know, some skills not being as useful, but you can really go any direction if you know how to play it and still get pretty far. Maybe not to the end, but pretty far. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's longer episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode, and thanks for watching.